Reed, the Rap on Wrestling podcast. We are here for another episode. Great always to see my brother for real. The Oracle. How you been, bro?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
Everything, man. Saturday night's main event. New world champion. Wanted to get your thoughts on that before we get into Monday Night Raw. New champion, CM Punk, beat Jey Uso.
Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, see where it goes. Obviously, I wanted Jay to win, but we'll see what Winnie the Pooh does with the belt. What up, E?
What up? What up?
E Will, what up, man? E Will is in here. We getting the cipher going. Big up to Spiff, who's at Parts Unknown. Big up to Nick 816, celebrating his sister B-Day. Big up to our sis 816, E, I was asking Ari about the Saturday night main event, CM Punk winning the belt, and we'll get into that. It looks like Jade's heel turn turned out good for her. Ari, she won the belt. What do you think of her being Tiff?
I mean, finally, right? So I forgot how many times she done fought Tiff and lost. So that seems to be the thing for the women. If you get a big injury on your face, you get a push. So let's see what Jade does. But I like her as a heel. Let's see where it goes, though.
Yeah, hopefully it's very fruitful and successful for her. I'm hoping that she gets a long title run, and me personally, I would love for her to keep the belt all the way, at least until Mania, where she would fight Bianca Belair, and that's my dream match, to have the two of them one-on-one at Mania. Still would be dope because Bianca technically hasn't lost a one-on-one match. She lost a three-way dance at Mania, but she hasn't lost a one-on-one match, so she can still have somewhat of a streak going. So we'll see how it goes. We got a long way before we get to WrestleMania. It looks like Survivor Series is shaping up, and maybe we'll see. They put out the poster today, right? So it's the division is on the poster. The Brons, you have Braun Breaker in the middle, Paul Heyman on one side of him, and behind him on one side, and Bronson Reed behind him on the other side. Braun Breaker's right in the middle, so obviously we know who's going to be the captain of the ship when it comes to WarGames. Tonight they threw another swerve at us where CM Punk comes out very thankful and appreciative to the crowd to supporting them on Monday Night Raw in New Mexico. He starts talking about a list of challengers who he has respect for that he wants to fight. He has a list of challengers who he just want to punch in the face that he wants to fight. On that list of people he wants to just punch in the face and fight and defend the belt against, Dominic Mysterio. They had some great matches, from what I understand, during house shows in the past year or so. I personally haven't seen the house show where they fought, but I've been hearing that the matches are really good. I think Dominic, if my memory serves me correct, Dominic was the first person that CM Punk actually fought one-on-one when he came back, when he was getting his feet wet back in the ring in WWE. So that'll be a great match. Hopefully it could be a title for title or something like that, some ill stipulations. I would love to see a feud with CM Punk and Dominic Mysterio, who the crowd was just going crazy for tonight. A lot of Dirty Dom chants tonight. CM Punk also talked about fighting AJ Styles for the belt. I think that's going to be a match we'll see probably early in the year next year as AJ does his retirement tour. That'll be a fantastic match. Punk's going to have a lot of great challengers as champion. It's going to be cool. And He got interrupted by somebody who we wasn't discussing, Logan Paul. Logan Paul came out to the ring. He said he wants to be the first one to step up to get the shot at the world championship. And before he could really get into it, here come the Vision, here come the Brons, Braun Breaker, Boston Reed. They like, nah, man. Paul Heyman even called Logan Paul a bitch. I couldn't believe it. It was ill. He said, yo, y'all got to step out. You have to step out because it's our time. Braun Breaker gets the shot at the belt. They warned him. He left the ring kind of late after the warning. The Brons come in, they start jumping CM Punk. Looks like Logan Paul was having some conflict in his mental. And as he's walking out the ring, he decided to turn around and jump in the ring and help CM Punk, which I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, we getting a face turn? Is Logan Paul turning face? Is he gonna be a good guy after all this time? This is crazy. And all I was thinking, he's gonna get in the ring and it's gonna be some type of swerve. He's gonna act like he's helping CM Punk, and then he just jumps him.
Yeah.
Which I was right, but just later on in the night, he helps CM Punk out. For his troubles, he gets a tsunami. And CM Punk was kind of late. I think Punk was late twice tonight. He was late getting the steel chair to chase off the Brons with Logan Paul. They gave him the tsunami. Then CM Punk gets back in the ring with the steel chair. I thought he was kind of slow getting the steel chair.
Yeah.
And then later on in the night, CM Punk teamed up with Jey Uso when it was pretty much the same result. The Brons got the upper hand on Jey Uso and Punk.
Yeah.
While Punk is outside of the ring trying to get a steel chair to help to drive them away. They hit him with a tsunami. Punk was slow tonight. Maybe he was slow on purpose. Maybe he was just slow. He lost a step trying to recover. But at the end of the match, Logan Paul comes back to the ring. He brings out the brass knuckles, and he's standing side by side with CM Punk, and it's looking like, okay, we are getting a full-fledged Logan Paul face turn tonight. I can't believe it. But no, he hits CM Punk in the face with the brass knuckles, knocks him out. He gives Paul Heyman his brass knuckles as a sign of, I don't want no beef with y'all, I'm all about peace. Paul Heyman gives a big smile to end the show. So what are we seeing? Are we seeing Logan Paul just aligning with the Brons for WarGames? Or are we seeing something bigger? Are we seeing Logan Paul as the third member of the Vision? That's the question that everybody has. And I'm gonna ask my guys tonight, what did y'all think of the Logan Paul, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Brons sort of quadruple angle tonight? And is it gonna be something bigger? Is it just WarGames, or is it something bigger with Logan Paul?
I think with Logan Paul is he's an opportunist. So let's say Braun Breaker beats CM Punk for the belt. Logan Paul's just gonna go after him. You know what I mean? Whatever keeps him on the scene. I think that's what his motive is. But it is smart aligning with the Vision. Just making him a little bit stronger. So I'm not mad at that at all.
I don't think he had a choice. He got beat down to start the night off. I don't think he had a choice at that.
Get down to lay down.
He's looking at the numbers game, man. What you think, Oracle?
Yeah, I don't think he's a member of the Vision. I don't think either one of them want him in the Vision. They don't need him. It doesn't add anything to the Vision. So I don't know.
You was having a problem hearing him? Yeah, I can hear him.
You get him? So it's probably me then. I'm a dip out and come back in.
Yeah, I can hear him. It was good. Nick, you hear him, right? Mm. All right, 1, 2, 3. So you think that Logan Paul is just trying to save his own skin? Do you think he's teaming up with them for war games?
If he's gonna even be in WarGames, I don't know how that works. Getting down to the nitty gritty, they don't have any like real concrete matches for the card yet. So I don't know if
Yeah,
they put Logan Paul in that match, or I don't know.
yeah. I think the way it's set up with Logan Paul, Snake, and CM Punk, with Jay Uso, and you saw there was a little interaction with Jay Uso and Paul Heyman earlier as well. Like, Paul Heyman was like, "Look, man, you had a good point. The Brons, they want to destroy, they want to kill the entire locker room, but you're one person. You might be the one person that they don't want to kill. You sure you want to jump into this fight with CM Punk? You sure you want to align yourself and with Punk and put yourself on the line like that?" And once again, Jey Uso is trying to be the savior for everybody and puts his nose in the business, and it ends the same way. It looks like it's ending the same way every time for Jay when he's trying to help everybody out. He's catching a tsunami. He's laying on his back, holding his ribs, full of regret. Is getting bad. It's getting bad. But I think I think they're setting it up for just to be the War Games matchup. I think we're gonna see Ron Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul on one side. We got Jay Uso and CM Punk. Now we got to see who else aligns, who else gets into that match. Technically, they could do a 4-on-4. It doesn't have to be 5-on-5. I think they are going to try to I think they are going to try to go a full 5-on-5, which I feel that Cody Rhodes is going to be involved somehow. Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre they have actually they've teamed up before. They have sort of an alliance, so I can see Logan Paul bringing Drew McIntyre into the fold, which brings Cody into the fold. I could see John Cena getting into it as well. So that would be 4. That would be 4-on-4, and either Jimmy Uso as the 5th one. So you have both Uso brothers, Punk, Cody, John Cena, and then I don't know who the 5th will be on the other side. Maybe it's a surprise.
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory, you think so?
I think he's gonna come back and join the Vision. He's another young guy. It's time, man. He's on his way. I feel it. I feel it.
I've been hearing rumors about Austin Theory, but do you think Paul Heyman makes the Godfather call to Brock Lesnar to be the 5th one? I mean, that's a pretty unstoppable team. If you have Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, those 4 alone, all monsters, and then you got Logan Paul, the high flyer. That's a pretty
it's a tough team.
impregnable barrier to break. I don't see. I don't care what 5 you got on the good side, especially if you don't have Roman, because I just don't see Roman jumping into this. I see Roman saying this is not my fight. I don't like none of y'all. I don't like nobody on my team. I don't like nobody on the opposing team. So I ain't trying to team up with none of y'all ninjas. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see it. I don't see Roman getting into it, and without Roman, I don't see the firepower. They would have to call Jacob Fatu or somebody. They wouldn't have enough firepower. But why would Jacob wouldn't even want to. Well, Jacob got beef with Drew. So maybe he jumps into it because he got beef with Drew. So maybe it's It's Jacob, Jimmy, CM Punk, Cody, and John Cena. But I don't see that. I don't see that being enough to beat the team that I just named. What you think, Ari? Like if you was making the Survivor Series right now, the War Games match, what would be your dream matchup? You know, you got the book right now. Who are you putting against each other in War Games?
I don't know, man. I would have to look at it, but from what you said, it sounds good. But I don't see how they gonna have Survivor Series without Roman. So think you would have to put Roman in there some way, somehow. I don't know if John Cena wants to get in a War Games match for one of his last matches. I don't know if he wants to go ahead and do that. So it's just a lot of unknowns, man. I think they gotta come to the table and decide what they want to do.
Yeah. See, I think it would be dope because John Cena's never been in War Games, and that's also a way to get him to fight a few people who he hasn't fought on this farewell tour. He hasn't fought either of the Brons. We would love to see John Cena with both of them. He hasn't fought Drew McIntyre. We would love to see Drew. You know, him and Logan Paul have tangled, obviously. So maybe they don't give Brock Lesnar because they like that might be too much of a beat down. You know, maybe it is Austin Theory or somebody like that. I don't know. It's it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. They building up. But I think one match that we are gonna see at Survivor Series, which is gonna be a lot of fun. You have the Mysterios coming back to their hometown in San Diego. I thought they had, let me pull up some of my notes. I thought they had a hell of a interaction today. They cut some dope promos on each other. Dom was out there in the middle of the ring celebrating. He had that big win that Saturday night's main event, winning the triple threat match against Penta and Rusev. He's out there, you know, saying how he's the best luchador, he's the best Mysterio. A lot of Dirty Dom chants. The crowd was behind him, and lo and behold, his pops comes out to piss on his parade. Rey Mysterio is officially cleared. We haven't seen him in action since the day before WrestleMania. He was supposed to fight at WrestleMania. He got injured the day before at SmackDown, which was so unfortunate. So we haven't seen him in months. And if he's going to make his in-ring return, no better place than to do it at the home of the 619 San Diego, where Survivor Series is going to take place. They're going back and forth. The funniest part is when, you know, Ray is like, you say you're the best luchadores. And then he starts naming all of these luchador greats. And then he names Eddie Guerrero. And Dom is like, keep my father's name out your mouth. Oh my God. That was funny as hell.
That was my favorite part.
Then right? Then Dom told Ray he told Ray he's like, you jealous of me, you already stealing my mustache. Cause you know, Ray been rocking the mustache, and we used to Ray with, you know, just a short stubble or even, you know, no mustache most of his whole career. But I think Ray got a goatee or something. But he's like, yo, you even stealing my mustache. And you know, Ray's telling him, he's like, look, as long as I'm here, this will never be your ring. You'll never be the greatest luchador. You'll never be the greatest Mysterio. They actually tangled up. They actually got physical. They start fighting. Ray hit him with the 619, which I didn't think he was gonna hit him with. I thought he was gonna weasel his way out the ring. But it looks like we're on a collision course for the Intercontinental Championship right at Survivor Series, and that probably is the opener. You probably open it up with the Mysterios going against each other one more time. All right, what'd you think of that interaction, Ray and Dirty Dom? And they was actually chanting Dirty Dom when Ray was in the ring too. They going crazy for that boy right now.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I think that would be a dope match. I thought John Cena would face Dom for the IC belt. So little confused on why they would pull the trigger on. Well, I'm not confused, but I see what they do with Ray and Dom. But I thought John would take the belt from him for his last little run to get the IC belt. So, you know, I'm always for Dom and Ray. I think that would be dope.
You will.
Yes, sir. I love the interaction. Though my brain first went to the main event for Mania next year. This is going to lead to Ray and Dom being on good terms again, which in turn is going to lead to, I believe, Finn versus Dom at Mania for the IC belt. I do think that Ray will win it at Survivor Series, which is going to cause even more tension with the Judgment Day, and possibly that night they jump Dom out, especially after tonight when he cost them another title opportunity. I think this is the end of the road for Judgment Day. We start to see the healing process with Ray and Dom, and it's going to lead to Dom and Finn at Mania. That's my prediction. So I love it.
I think it's a way that they could do both. I think it's a way that they could kind of appease Ari as well as he will. John Cena's last match, or I don't know if he's gonna fight, but his last appearance in Boston is gonna be next week on Monday Night Raw. What if he says, I'm in Boston, I'm home, I'm not going to give a farewell speech tonight. I love you guys, but I still got a little bit more that I have to do. I'm not going to give my farewell speech, but I love you all. Y'all already know this is my hometown. This is what made me. The biggest gift I could give to you, since I'm not giving you my last match in Boston, I'm going to win a belt that I have never won before. I'm going to do something that I've never done in my career, and I want to win the Intercontinental Championship right here tonight in my hometown of Boston, Massachusetts. I want to fight Dominic Mysterio. Dom comes out, he accepts the challenge, he has no choice. As they're fighting, they're going at it. Rey Mysterio comes out, he costs Dom the title to John Cena, and of course, this solidifies them having a match at Survivor Series. Because not only did you insult me, you said I wasn't the greatest luchador, you said I wasn't the greatest Mysterio, you're threatening my manhood out here, you just cost me the Intercontinental Championship. So I think that would be amazing to see John Cena win that belt in Boston. One thing he has not done in his entire career. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I gotta say I was very, very underwhelmed, and Ari, I want to get your opinions on this as well. I was very underwhelmed with the matches that they announced for the John Cena farewell tournament. As we talked about previously, there's a tournament that was announced as Saturday night's main event where the winner of the tournament is going to fight John Cena in his very last match. I was excited about the tournament because I said, let's do the tournament how you do the United States Open Challenge. I don't want to know who's in the tournament. I don't want to know what matches is happening until the people are actually announced and coming into the ring. Like for instance, they're supposed to have 2 matches next week in Boston. I wanted them to save it as a surprise on who's fighting until the guys actually came into the ring. Hey, we're starting this is the first match of the John Cena tournament. Introducing first, and we don't know who's coming to the ring, and they introduce that person. Okay, this is Damian Priest, and his opponent, we don't know who it is. Give us like a Royal Rumble feel. It comes to the ring, just so happened that it's going to be Rusev. So they announced the first matches for next week. Obviously, they didn't go with my idea. they slept on the wheel of that. But what was the first? I mean, look at the first two matches. And the first two matches, I was underwhelmed. Rusev against Damian Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sheamus. Very underwhelmed with these matchups. The John Cena tournament, he said it's going to be open to all of the WWE brands. It's also going to be open to people who may not even be on the roster right now. I thought they should start coming out the gate with something really crazy, like, at least somebody from NXT, like, Trick Williams against Damian Priest, or, can you imagine Obafemi versus Rusev? I thought that would have been crazy to come out the gate. And, we were saying how this match, Ari, this tournament, I should say, actually has the potential to be almost as big as John Cena's last match. I mean, obviously John Cena's last match is going to overshadow anything, but you got some potential for some really great matchups. You could have Jacob Fatu versus Obafemi, or Jacob, versus Gunther, Javon Evans versus AJ Styles, or, Javon against Jeff Hardy, just so many ways they could go. And then if they pull the trump card for somebody who's not on the roster, Edge or Chris Jericho, or, whoever, somebody who's just at home chilling. So, I just thought that they have a great opportunity, and not to say that they still can't pull the big surprises out of the hat, but I was underwhelmed with these first two matches that they announced. E, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I missed the match announcements, but hearing you say it, I totally agree with you. A little underwhelmed. I don't know what they have against younger talent. Like, I'm not sure what it is, but I hope this whole tournament isn't 40 and up. You know what I mean? I hope it's some young people in it. Damian Priest and Rusev both need to win. That's the only reason I'm kind of excited for that matchup, to see who actually take the win. But yeah, I hope they actually have some surprises in store, and it gets better than the first two matches announced.
Yeah, go ahead, Ari.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think anybody wants to see Shinsuke versus Sheamus. Rusev and Priest, I think that should be a good match. But do we want to see Rusev versus John Cena? Probably not.
No.
Do we want to see Priest versus John Cena? That could be cool, but it's not, I don't think that's box office. So yeah, man, it would have been nice to see some NXT blood start off the tournament. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see what SmackDown has up their sleeve.
Yeah. What's like 3-4 names that you want to see in the tournament? Like that, if you had the pen and you could just put like 3-4 names in the tournament right off rip that you would love to see, who would you have?
Oba, Trick, and Ethan Page. Those would be my three.
I like it. I like it. Over Trick, Ethan Page. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at that. Hopefully these guys are not falling asleep at the wheel, man. Like, let's not just put people in the tournament just to put them in there. Let's like actually have, like Ari was saying, people who we will be excited about to be in the last match. I don't think we need to. I know you got to build up some intrigue and all of that, but I didn't even think you needed to have 16 people, unless you're just feeding, opponents to lose. I think you could have had like a nice elite 8, like a nice neat 8, Because like you were saying, I don't think we want to see a Shinsuke or a Sheamus fight John Cena in the last match. I don't think that's big enough. But you know, it's a few. It's some people that really jump off the page, and you know, maybe they should have just put like the young up and coming as the people who really need to just grab, you know, that opportunity. Maybe they should have just did it to that. So
But you know, like, why not a Matt Cardona or have him come out as Zack Ryder? You know, just for it'll get a pop. We know he's not going to win, but you know he was also a part of John Cena's past.
mhm.
Shoot, Alex Riley, man, he's still wrestling on the indies. Just pull him in for a couple of dates. You know, let him be in the tournament. It's just certain people that, you know, I think should be a part of this journey as well. And if you go younger, Javon Evans, you know, it's so many ways you can go. Trick, Carmelo, he can use the look. Ray Phoenix, even just some different people. I hope it's just not the usual 16 that we would expect. That's all.
There's still some wild cards in there, man.
Wild cards, not just at the Rumble, man. Just and they haven't even done that in a while, really. So just it's okay to surprise us, you know, like stay off the numbers and statistics and analytics and what the numbers tell you, and just drop a surprise, man. That's it. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Are you guys surprised there's been no John Cena tribal chief this run? It feels like we're not even gonna get that. Do you think that's one thing that's been missing from this run? No John Cena and Roman Reigns.
For me, not really. I mean, well, because Cena did pass the torch to him pretty much. So, um, you know, I would like to see them more than fight each other, maybe a team up, but not necessarily fight each other. You know what I mean? That would have been dope. Maybe Roman make the save or something, and they shake hands and go their separate way. But we don't need. I don't need that fight.
Well, it might still be able to get it at WarGames. I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll see what's up. What do you guys think about the ladies tonight? We had the Kabuki Warriors against Stephanie Valkyrie against Lyra and Bailey. We had Becky Lynch show up. I ain't gonna lie, see, I'm liking Becky Lynch when she gets into like this unhinged, badass type of chamber. I don't like her as the heel that's, you know, likes to jump people and then hide and gets
Yeah.
scared and begs for mercy during matches. I like her as this tough, like lone wolf McQuaid type person. You know, she got some. She's calling out the vision. She got some unfinished business. You know, defending her title. I'm liking Becky. She's still talking her ish about being the greatest woman of all time. So, you know, I'm liking that she's getting a little bit tougher as her husband is on the men, and she got to kind of carry it. And you know, I'm definitely loving Kabuki Warriors. They showed Oscar with no makeup on early in the show, and you know, respectfully, you know, total respect. I thought she looked very beautiful tonight without the face paint. You know, the face paint is dope to me, but she looked very beautiful without it, as did Kyrie. And you know, these girls are they tough. They say they about to run through the tag team division, run through the women's division, and they looking like it. They looking like they on their ish again. So I'm digging it. Any thoughts on what the ladies was doing tonight?
Hey, it was a good match for me. You know, let me start out by saying this is the first Raw in a long time that I pretty much enjoy all the way through. My only issue, I miss straight up matches. It seems like they don't have them anymore. Like it's always interference or a lot of shenanigans. These two teams I would like to see go head up without all the stuff, but it was still a good match, man. That Oscar lock is no joke. I'm glad she gave up the booty bump, and and it was a great match, man. I'm missing EO Sky right now, though. You know, I miss EO. That
You only been gone for like a week or two, man. Like
I really am I'm an EO fan, so it's tough not seeing her on screen. So but she'll be back strong and get her get back. And that's
well, I like that. I like, not to cut you off, I like that, Oscar and Kyrie are kind of focusing on just running through the women's division now. I was tired of that EO feud. It was cool, for a few weeks, but I'm happy that they're not drawing it out and, taking us like 8 weeks, taking us all the way to like the Royal Rumble with that feud. I like seeing them go against the women's division. I like that they sparked it back up with Bayley once again, and who knows with Bayley crazy ass, she might just join them or something like that, and they might just start Damage Control again. You never know with Bayley crazy ass, but I like it, and Oscar's just as ruthless as ever. That's one thing I like about Oscar. Like she don't stay a good guy for too long. Like she might get y'all like a good like 3-4 months as a face, and she'll dance and do the Oscar strut and all of that. But Oscar trying to, she not just going for belts. She trying to beat people down.
now
That respect.
Oscar's she's on the short list for me of people that I enjoy as a face and a heel. But I'm not that big of a fan of this version of the heel, the like big sister bullying thing. Like it's like only because it makes Kyrie look a little weaker.
She look weak, but I think they've been kind of toning it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they've been toning it down a little bit as as Kyrie has been stepping up a little bit, and it's funny because it's almost like when you look at Kyrie being almost a little bit more ruthless now and more comfortable being a bad guy, it's like, okay, man, well, maybe Oscar had to bully her. Maybe Oscar had to give it a wake up call. Like, get your tighten up,
Yeah.
get your ish together. We about to go on a run right now, So hopefully they tone it down with the bullying, but and Kyrie just steps up and get more and more aggressive.
Yo, I like that when they show Oscar with no makeup and Kyrie walking in, Kyrie had that Ribeiro Steakhouse jacket on, man. I really was rocking with that. I really want one of them joints.
I'm sure we could find that somewhere, man. We might just have to,
Go to Japan.
Let's go. What we waiting for?
Man. Hey man, hey, I've been to the I say New Japan out there before, so it would be a fun trip to go back out there again. Oh yeah.
Let's do it, man. Next week, Monday Night Raw is gonna be in Boston, Mass. I'm gonna have to make the trip out there, guys. I'm gonna have to go out there and see John Cena last time in Boston. Go see New Edition's street that they got named after them. Take a picture at New Edition Way or whatever it's called. Big up to those guys. I'm looking forward to that tour with Boys the Men and Tony Braxton to start the year off. New Edition, that's my favorite group. We talk about rapping, we talk about wrestling, but I'm an R&B guy too. As I tell you,
you got a favorite New Edition song?
Can You Stay in the Rain, hands down.
Yeah. We agree on that one. That's fun too. Yeah.
that's about as perfect as a record as you could go. And even though Bobby wasn't on that record when they recorded it, I like that they, during the live performances, they able to incorporate him in that record too. Bobby could sing now, like, y'all, people, not y'all, but people give him his props for being, just such a great entertainer all around when he was at his peak and he was dancing and all of that. But Bobby could sing too, man. He still got the vocals as well. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. But my favorite overall, like if you're talking about New Edition as far as like in the solos and all of that, my favorite album, I like Poison a little bit better than Don't Be Cruel. They like 1A and 1A, like, but Poison, that, BBD, they actually my third favorite group is New Edition overall is my favorite. Then Guy, then BBD is third over Jodeci.
Okay.
You know, debate me next episode. Whoever want to smoke with that, debate me with that, and
I got none. I ain't mad at that list.
And big up to my Drew Hill guys and all of that too.
That's my favorite group of all time. So
Drew Hill,
yeah,
those
man.
are my guys, man. I ain't got nothing but love. Pinocchio, that's my man. Cisco, those my guys. And Jazz as well, those are my guys. Scola,
Yeah.
all of them, man. So maybe we'll see all of them going tour together too. So we gonna see, man. Ari, any last thoughts or predictions before we close it out?
Nah, man. I'm just excited to see where it's gonna go. Hopefully we get some NXT blood moved up to the big leagues. Let's see.
Yeah. I'm excited for SmackDown too. I'm really interested to see what's gonna be the fallout with Cody and Drew McIntyre. I mean, Cody beat the man clean. I mean, well, he didn't beat him clean. He DDT'd him on the belt, but he pinned him in the middle of the ring. So I want to see is Cody gonna get that new contender to step up, or is him and Drew gonna carry it? And I can't wait. I cannot wait. The moment I'm looking forward to most this whole week is to see Jade Cargill walk out there with that belt around them abs and just talking that ish. I hope she brings some baddies with her. I think it's gonna be amazing to see Jade do a thing, man. I'm super excited about that. I'm happy for her. I'm proud of her, and she gonna rep that title like an empress, man. I can't wait. You will anything that you looking forward to. I know AEW got that big.
Oh, they got blood and guts.
That's on the 12th. That's not this week. That's on the 12th.
Nah.
The blood and guts.
I'm looking forward to. I wonder if they're gonna, tie up who did what to Jacob soon, and how that's gonna go. I want to see how they address that on Friday, and of course, I'm looking forward to seeing Jade, man. Like I'm happy for her. So this is like well deserved, and I want to see who's going to step up to her next. That's what I'm anxious about. See who in the locker room is brave enough to.
We're gonna see. This is like when Brock Lesnar had the belt. You called it the other day. Well, you was like, yo, this is like the reverse with Brock Lesnar, because it's like you want to fight for the belt, but you're gonna get your ass kicked. Like you're gonna get beat down in a major way. And now that she's a heel, like she was already beating people down as a good guy. You saw what she did to Naomi in that Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
Now that she's a heel and the gloves are off, you're in trouble.
It's been a lot of people talking too, man. Don't forget, man. Like I love the heel turn, but still Naomi had the heel turn of the year. Just because she's pregnant, she's not here, don't mean we're gonna forget about her for the rest of the year. She did her thing too. I would have loved to see her and Jade clash, or possibly as heels team up. I wouldn't have been mad at that. You know what I mean? So this is
Are
going to
they
be interesting.
are they working in cahoots? Are they
And that's what I want. Cause she'll have that baby by what? Probably she'll have the baby by
Well, 4 months. She's gonna have the baby by February, right?
yep.
By Royal Rumble. I don't know if she's gonna be in the Royal Rumble after she just has a baby, then fighting.
Oh no. Definitely not. No. But
Maybe Elimination Chamber though.
but you know, she's an athlete. She'll bounce back, and I think she'll be fine, man. I think she'll be great.
Maybe Elimination Chamber. She might be back by Elimination Chamber. She showed her stomach at 5 months, and you know it's incredible to see her pregnant, and much love to her and Jimmy. But her stomach is not even that big. It's not like she's, you know, she is an athlete, so maybe she just have that bounce back quick. So we might see an Elimination Chamber. I'm sure we'll see her at WrestleMania fighting something, but you know, I forget the young brother that pointed it out on the gram, but Jay's been walking around backstage looking at the phone and smiling. So maybe it is Naomi. Like, look, I told you, girl. Like, hey, I told you. Maybe it's Bianca. Maybe I don't know. We're gonna see, man.
Hey man, what if it's all three of them, man? State factions are back, man. Like WWE tried to deny it for a long time, but they couldn't deny it any longer, man. Factions are back, and I would not be mad at seeing all three of them together.
I love factions. Let the factions be back. Let's get back to more of these tag teams. Let's reshuffle the deck with the tag teams. Send some over to Raw. I heard Pretty Deadly is just about a wrap. Those guys broke up. But you know, send some of these tag teams over to Raw. Send some of the Raw tag teams to SmackDown, and let's
Give the New Day something to do besides cutting promos about the death of the tag division. Please give them something to do. Anything to do. Let them hang out with R-Truth and get some screen time, something. But just them having a constant funeral and mourning over the tag division is getting tired.
Hey man, Woods called out. He called out CM Punk today. He said he wants to have. He said CM Punk fight me instead of somebody who don't have the win. You know, he was dissing Jey Uso. So let's see. He says fight somebody with stamina.
And he was doing that exercise in the gym.
Yeah, that Woods is crazy, man. So let's see it, man. I'll be live, man. I'll be live in Boston next week. I'm looking forward to it. Me and Ari gonna be at Monday Night Raw and at the Garden as well. So we there, man. We might have to step out for WarGames too in San Diego. So we there. Me and Will gonna be in Jersey for AEW at the end of this month. The Rap on Wrestling podcast, we got y'all covered. We gonna be everywhere. We in full effect. Peace to Spiff. Peace to Nick celebrating his sister's birthday. Big up, sis. And of course, my guys that's right here with me rocking. Ari and he will. This is Shaheem Reed. Like, share, subscribe, everything we put out, the Rap on Wrestling podcast. We see y'all next episode. Peace.